South African energy workers have gone on strike indefinitely from the 28th of July over pay issues. It's a stoppage that will potentially affect oil refineries of a range of companies, and that includes Shell, British Petroleum, Chevron and Sasol. Around 23,000 workers in the petrochemical and pharmaceutical sectors are expected to take part in that strike. The National Petroleum Employers Association says a combination of a weak economy and much lower global oil prices basically mean they can only offer 7% raise this year. Workers, however, aren't convinced. They're demanding a 9% hike. This strike could also further damage South Africa's economy as a whole, which is forecast to stagnate this year. Last year, it only grew by 1.3%. Policymakers have flagged higher than inflation wage hikes as a threat to the economy. Let's head over to Johannesburg. Sumitra Naidu has been covering this story. She joins us now live with more data. Sumitra, good to see you. Operations at the Shell BP facility, it's the largest in the country, 190,000 barrels of crude a day, and other refineries as well, broadly unaffected. What happened here? Did the strike fizzle out, or are these refineries operating in contingency plans made well in advance?
Well, Rama, the strike did go ahead, but it seems the companies were well prepared. There were reports that, as you say, the largest refinery operated jointly by BP and Shell, that's in Durban in the KwaZulu-Natal province. Very big refinery, 190,000 barrels of crude oil coming out there. That refinery came to a standstill, but the company refuted the reports, saying the operations were continuing, the plant was running as per normal, that it had measures in place to ensure safe operation. So all of the petroleum companies say that they have contingency plans, but they gave very little detail about those plans. There are concerns this could create more angst during the strike, but some of the possible measures would be around bringing in independent truckers to ensure supplies continue, casual workers at the refineries to keep operations going, and also moving fuel during the night to avoid clashes with workers picketing outside petrol stations and the refineries.
Indeed. Assuming this strike does gain momentum, what sort of worst case scenario are we looking at here?
Yes, that's right. So consumers are not feeling any shortages just yet, and the companies have assured that they won't at all. But that's assuming a deal is struck soon. If the strike drags on, it could be a matter of days before motorists struggle to get to work or just to move around, and the unions are warning that it will take just 3 days to get there. Some years ago, there was a similar strike that went on for a few weeks, and the number of companies were not as prepared as they are today. Eventually, security police were called in to actually escort petrol tankers to the various filling stations. So it looks like, if this drags on for much longer, we could actually get to that stage.
Indeed. We'll leave it there for the time being. Thank you for that. That's Sumitra Naidu in Johannesburg. Heard, of course, the rest of the team will be keeping a close eye on developments down south.